I'm not real thrilled about being an empty nester. It's very weird that I'm so excited. Yeah, you're gonna be going away, aren't you? I should show you what I usually have for lunch. Do you guys kind of feel like yearly physicals are a waste of time? Pretend I'm snapping. Garnier Fructis Frizz Tamer. Ask them if they can search for a coupon. You guys are gonna think I'm absolutely insane. Sometimes I get things in my head. I'm considering a change to my office again. I thought to myself that I did not want to have to do my personal makeup in this room because it felt like I was going to work. But in actuality, it just makes my life more difficult. And what it means is I have double the makeup because I don't like going, oh, it's in the other room, go back and get it. So I've doubled up on some makeup, not everything, but on some things that I use consistently, like my concealer, some powder, things like that. So it costs me more money in the long run. So I think I've made up my mind. When I get something in my mind, it's like I have to implement it right away. And I have this here is my office studio desk. And my daughter is about to move out and she does need a makeup table. She has almost the same exact thing in her own bedroom. It is a mess. It's trashed. So there would be a use for this, which makes me happy because I don't like wasting furniture. That's the table and it's a mess. It's like always a mess. So do I wish I thought of this when my husband and I switched, I switched this from there and when we did that in that vlog? Yes, I wish I thought of it then, but I didn't. I am a true believer that you just don't know what's going to be perfect for you till you use it for a while. You keep changing and tweaking and improving as you use things, and you will get to eventually the point of, I love it. Hi, Memers. Are you going to pick up that brush for me? Mia's leaving too. Are you leaving too? She's a good girl. She's actually leaving. So this is actually Rachel's cat. We bought it for her a few years ago and she's taking Mia with her. In some ways I'm like, okay, yay, no messing my house. But in some ways I'm also like, it's gonna be sad to see her go. They're gonna be living 5 minutes away. So it's 5 minutes away. It's not that big a deal. I can go visit, but it is weird that we will not have a cat in this house. We've had a cat in this house for 20 years, 25 years. Oh my goodness. So, okay, a whole different tangent. I'm excited. I'm excited to do this because I can get organized and I love organizing. Now I got to tell Doug. Okay. It's very weird that I'm so excited. I get to organize my office again. I am just a natural born organizer. I love the process of thinking through where everything goes. I know I'm a nerd this way. I totally get it, but it's just one of the things how God created me. My brain likes order. When things don't work the way I want them to, and I'm not feeling like my ducks are in a row, I just have to get it fixed. So last night, Doug helped me move out my desk that's in here. I have a little visitor. Hi, Memers. She's like, what happened? Okay, I'm gonna show you the current state of this room. It's rather messy. My desk is in here and everything else is put, I have makeup on my treadmill. This is my job today, to figure out and organize. And I'm not gonna show you the entire process, but I will show you the ending. So let's pan out, and I can't snap because my fingers don't let me snap. So pretend I'm snapping. All right, she's done. Oh my goodness, several hours later, but we'll see if this works for me. My walking pad will be very easy to put underneath the standing desk. This didn't really change much, except I have a different desk here. And then this all organized, everything I need. And my filming area looks decent. And then everything I need to film is here. We'll see if this works. So I am about to have lunch. I should show you what I usually have for lunch. First, I love cut up vegetables, but I love dip on them. And I've tried doing all a bunch of different kinds of dips. The one that is my absolute favorite is hard to find. So I actually buy it on Amazon for probably way too much money, but our grocery store stopped carrying it. It's from Hidden Valley Ranch and it is their creamy dill. I'm sure there's stuff in here I should not have, but I make it with sour cream and I don't eat all that much, but it's so yummy. So I love this, and then I do that with a bunch of vegetables cut up, whatever we have around. I usually add peppers to this. We're just out of peppers, like the little mini peppers that are so sweet and yummy. Yum. And I am heating up some leftover chicken wings. We just baked some chicken wings for dinner last night with just some seasoning, the Red Robin seasoning. It's just their regular seasoning. You can buy it in the restaurant, so every time we go, I'll just go, oh, and I want to buy as many as they'll let me. I usually get like a case, which would be 6 of them, and it lasts me, I mean, these last forever, long time. But we put this on chicken, we put it on burgers, we put it on roasted vegetables. So good. It's salty, so you don't need a ton. That's pretty much what I have. Usually I will, some kind of chicken or something left over, cut up vegetables, sometimes leftover roasted vegetables, and then I usually give myself a cup of coffee after all that. Like, my coffee's kind of like my dessert. So yeah, and I'm just so hungry right now. I thought I would try something on camera with you guys. I bought this Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine Frizz Tamer. So this is supposed to deal with all the frizzies. And do you guys see all my frizzies? So this is from coloring, definitely, and I am not happy because the last couple times it's done this, I mean, my hair looks fine on the ends here, like everything looks nice and healthy, but up here is Frizz City. So let's see if this will fix my problem. Now, could I totally just spray my hair with hairspray? Yes. I actually don't have any right now. I ran out, and yeah, so what does this say? Instant and easy application. Sweep wand across frizzy hair to tame. That's the directions. I think it's clear. I wouldn't think it's a color. Yeah, so it pretty much looks just like, almost like an eyebrow thing. I'm gonna brush it first. Okay. Obviously that helped, but do y'all see these frizzies? Let's try it. Okay, so I'm just gonna sweep it across. Oh. I'll do one side. Hopefully it won't make my hair greasy. Okay, right now it just looks wet. Okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, that helped. Okay, let's try it again on the other side. And I'm gonna just, I don't wanna do too much, like, but do you guys have this problem? Like, I think it's because, I mean, I know it's because I have damage, and it doesn't say to brush it, but I'm gonna brush it just because I don't want it to be, I feel like it looks wet. Do you think, does it look wet? Now I feel like it made my hair very flat. Does it feel wet anymore? No, it doesn't feel wet anymore. I think jury's out on this. I don't know. I mean, I still see a lot here. I mean, does that just mean I didn't do it back there enough? I don't know. I think this would be better if, like, you had a slick, like if I were putting it back in a ponytail like this and wanted it to be more precise and slick, I think it might look good. I think hairspray would be easier. I'll keep using it and I'll let y'all know. Okay, I was just at CVS for probably, I don't know, an hour. So my medication, my HRT medication, is like 50 something a month. Crazy amount. For some reason, my insurance doesn't pay for this. I don't know why. I mean, they do, but not enough. In my opinion, I shouldn't have to pay that much, but I know some of you have astronomical prices for medications. It works to ask them if they can search for a coupon. Now, I used GoodRx. That was an okay coupon. The guy found me a coupon for 3 months worth for $42. So I paid less than I would have for 1 month's worth. So I was happy about that. I did buy a couple other things. Oh, I was there for an hour because they were trying to figure out things for me and old prescriptions and all that. But I have a little small haul. I found this at Revlon. So it's, I don't know, I've never really tried Revlon's eyeshadows. I don't know, but it's for, I can't do this with one finger. Hold on. Look at the ceiling of my car for a minute. There, I have glasses and so and these look like right up my alley. I love that. So I'm excited to try those. And they're not, oh, they're cream. Oh, I didn't know it was cream. I'm excited. I can't wait to try that. Okay. And then I got this Diamond. This is Physicians Formula. Diamond Perfector BB Cream. 10-in-1 Skin Perfector. So, have you guys tried this? I haven't tried this. I don't know. It's light to medium. And then it was only 4 shades. I'm like, come on. But we'll see. And then this is interesting. Another Physicians Formula. It's bronzer, season to season. So I don't know if you can tell. It's divided by summer, spring, winter, fall. So obviously different shades of bronzer. What an odd concept. So, okay. Happy to be done at CVS. Now we need to go grocery shopping. I'm not real thrilled about being an empty nester. I know some of you have been had been an empty nest for many years, and some of you are nowhere near it. I feel like it all of a sudden happened. Like this. I can't snap my fingers. You know what I mean? I felt like it just happened. I don't know. I mean, my son moved out a year ago, so that was a change, but I still had Rachel here, and so it didn't seem like such as big a change. I mean, it was, but it didn't seem as much. But over the past year, I knew it was coming. If you're new around here, you may not know, but Rachel, my daughter, and I are very close. And we like to do things together, and we've still been doing things together. It's not like we don't, but it's gonna change. It's just changed. She's dating a guy that she's very serious with. So we see a lot less of her because of that. And now that she won't be living at home, we'll see even less of her. Christmas morning, she was here, and then Ryan came pretty early in the morning. We were actually surprised he came so early. And it was just so, it really hit me hard that probably it was the last Christmas morning that we would have just our family. I feel that in my bones. Things are changing this year. I could be wrong, but it's hard for us moms, right? It's hard for those changes. And I'm trying to navigate this whole adult children. And even though they've been adults for quite some time, it's still new. Every new phase of their lives means we're going through it. And then it's also like, okay, so what do we want to do? Doug and I are like, okay, we're empty nesters. What do we want to do? And I want to make the most of it. I want to have fun. In our way of fun. Not like in anyone else's amount of idea of what fun is. What we think is fun. We want to do what God wants us to do. How does God want to use us in our years beyond children in our lives, daily in our lives? These are just big questions I have right now. And so 2025 is definitely a big change for us. In some ways, I'm excited about it. In a lot of ways, I want to cry about it. Okay, I'm going to not cry. I'm not going to cry. I remember my friend, Lori, quite a few years ago. She's part of my Empty Nesters Bible study / book club I'm part of. We have a bunch of Loris. So one of the Loris in there, her son had just moved out, and she came like the day before something. She was, every time she thought about it, she'd bawl, and she was crying that night. She just had such a hard time. I felt for her, because that pain of losing your children, even though you're not losing them, but it's a death of a way of life. Man, I'm waxing eloquently, aren't I? It's a death of a way of what your life has been, and it's hard to see beyond that. Now she's like, we love it. We're traveling. They're always traveling. She's like, you get over it. You do. And she said that. But it's hard going through it. Okay, I'm going to stop before I start crying more, because I'm not crying. So this is what Rachel's room looks like right now. Just so sad. I'm sad to see this. It's going to become a guest room, but yeah, I'm sad. That dresser is actually mine, and it's way too big for her space. So that dresser is actually going to go right there where that chair is. That's where my makeup table was. It'll be nice to have a dresser back in my bedroom. This is what my dining room looks like right now. Full of Rachel's stuff. Oh boy, it all goes out tomorrow. And this sweet kitty. Oh, don't pay attention to my dirty floors. Yeah, you're gonna be going away, aren't you? Yeah, you're gonna be going away, and we won't see you here sitting underneath the heat vent. Because you're my good kitty. Look at that dirt. One of the things that has been helping me in thinking about being an empty nester and Rachel moving on is honestly thinking about positive things. Like, I could be sad, which I am. I'm sad my daughter's not going to be living with us anymore. But I decided to think of all the positives. And so whenever I get sad about her moving on, I think of, okay, what are the things that are positive about her moving on? One is I'm going to have a guest room. I haven't had a guest room ever in this house. It's a 3-bedroom. And when we moved in, I was pregnant with Rachel. We had our bedroom, Ryan's bedroom, which is what we're in now, which is now my office / studio. And then we started to make a nursery as soon as we moved in. And 25 years ago. I'm looking forward to having a guest room. We are changing our bed to a king-size bed, and our queen bed is going to move into our guest room until we feel like buying another mattress, because obviously that one's not very new. So I'm looking forward to having that. Like I said before, I'm going to miss Mia, but I'm looking forward to not having to deal with the mess of Mia. She's not that bad, but I'm trying to think of the positives. So, I don't have to deal with my laundry room having cat food around it because she's just a slob. I'm looking forward to Doug and I just worrying about ourselves. That sounds terrible. Sounds like we're selfish, but you know what I mean? Like, we're like dinner. We can think about ourselves. Like, we don't have to think about, okay, what does Rachel want to eat? Like, she hates broccoli. So I would rarely make broccoli when I knew she was eating because she doesn't like it. Just the simple things, like there's going to be more room in our home and not so much stuff, because Rachel likes stuff. As you could see, and our living room right now is full. Not our living room, our dining room right now is full of her stuff. And she hasn't even really touched her bedroom as far as the drawers and the closet and stuff. So I'm looking forward to not having as much stuff in our basement. truth be told, I would take all the stuff back, including my son's stuff, to have them both back home again. I would. Okay, I just got done having my yearly physical. Do you guys kind of feel like yearly physicals are just physicals are a waste of time? I kind of feel like, what do you do? She does, I mean, as far as my actual body, touching my actual body, they did my vitals. Everything's normal. They took weight and height, and she looked at my ears, and she felt my stomach. I'm like, what's that? She asked me if I needed a mammogram script. I said, no, I had that. That was basically it. Now, she did do a script for me to go get blood work done. And that's pretty much the reason I want to do it. Like, I go to these things because I want to get my blood work checked yearly. And obviously it checks for sugar in my urine. No, I guess it wouldn't be urine, sugar in your blood. A1C numbers. Cholesterol, things like that. So I did say to her, I said, do they check for vitamin deficiencies? And she said, well, they can, but normally insurance won't pay for that. And I said, well, I would like to get it checked. Like, I really want to know, what are my vitamin deficiencies? I eat relatively well, but I mean, how do you know? You don't know until you get those things checked. So I think I want to start going to see a functional doctor, functional medicine? I don't know. And I'm not sure. Do any of you go to these things like functional health? I don't want to go to, I hate to say this, but a quack. I don't want to go to some woo-woo thing. I want real medicine, a real doctor medicine, but one that will look at everything like a holistic doctor, but not just holistic. Like, let's marry the two, real medical advice with realistic thinking about our bodies and nutrition and things mixed in there. Do any of you go to this? I mean, obviously I can't go to your doctor, but unless you live near me, but I'm just so curious. I think I want to start going to that kind of doctor. More of a full body with nutrition and all that involved. So comment below if that's what you go to, and how did you find your person, and did you do you feel like it's major help to you? I'm just so curious. So we're on our way to church, so I'm going to end the vlog here. Thanks so much for watching. I'll put another vlog right here, and I'll see you maybe in that one. God bless.